Well, good morning, stampers and fellow crafting friends. This is Nemi Batstone coming to you from my crafty studio in Cooks Creek, Manitoba. And I would just like to say good morning and welcome to Monday, the last Monday of June, and also the last Monday that I will be able to do regular Facebook Lives at 9 a.m. It's unfortunate, but hang on, I just gotta take a bite of toast here. So sorry, but for some reason today, my stomach is just hungry. I don't know why. But anyway, today is Monday. Oh, and I'm all crooked. Let me see if I can fix this here. See if I can clean everything up, make everything work. Why do I look so crooked? And I've got a huge delay again. I'm gonna try something new next week. Oh, that's probably why. Okay, fix that and drop that, and then it won't be so annoying, and maybe I won't be so drifty. I gotta be careful because I got my coffee here. I think I need coffee today after yesterday's exciting Canada win. Woo! Even though that was mid-afternoon. Okay, so just a few reminders that this is the last week, and I'm still crooked. What's going on? My bench looks straight. Everything looks straight, but for some reason, there, I don't know. Okay, well, you just have to deal with my crooked mat. My apologies. So don't forget to like, share, comment, because if you do, you get to win the draw. So each week, I focus on a bundle or a suite, and then at the end of the week, I run everything through, drop your name into a draw, and you can win up to 3 draw tickets per day. And then I do a winner, and then that winner gets a whole set of cards shipped to them. So last week we focused on Wild Bunch, which was June's product of the month, and this one's that Fun Fold. And so congratulations to Kim. She won last week's draw, so she'll be receiving these in the mail. They'll be shipping out today. So congratulations, Kim Caddy. You're going to win. You'll get those in the mail. Hello, Kathy. Good morning. Thank you for joining me. So speaking of product of the month, just a reminder that on July 1st, which is Wednesday, I was going to say tomorrow, but really it's only Monday. Our new product of the month is the Begonia Bell. And it is a gorgeous stamp set with 12 stamps. And it is item number 168592. And again, get it before it's gone. So it's while supplies last. So last month, we've been doing this since December, I think, or January. And this last month was the first time a product of the month has sold out completely. So I know so don't forget to get that and put that in your order on Wednesday. And if your order is a minimum of $60, well, this one you have to do 100. So once you put it in and you get your Begonia Bell for $7, you'll also be entered for my August craft along class, and you'll get a free card kit from me, and we can craft along together. Yes, Kathy, I'm going to miss my 9 a.m.s. I'm already feeling anxiety about, about having to get up and go somewhere every day already. It's like I have my routine, and now my routine is now gone. So we have a bunch of new product launching, including 2 new kits. I'm waiting till July 1st as well, but we'll also be doing, I'm trying to pick a date. I'm so nervous because I don't know what my schedule is like, but I think I'm going to shoot for the end of July I'm trying to shoot for July 25th, but we'll have to see if product gets in on time for my Christmas in July. And I wanted to do it as bingo, so let's see how well that goes. So if you like to play bingo, say bingo, and then, you'll be part of Christmas in July. I've done it every year, so I should do it again. Just a note too that July 1st, it's a big day. It's not only Canada Day, But the fireworks are going off at Stampin' Up as well, because they're offering a new, they've completely transformed our starter kits. Now you get like handmade cards, a pen, a portable fold-up trash can, a card kit, and you get I think a snack pack, a block, like all these fun new goodies, with rather than like a whole crap load of, you know, business supplies. So, because not everybody does it for business. So, on top of that, you get this handmade, or you get this handwritten letter from Sarah Douglas, our CEO, with a coupon. Apparently the coupon's $170, and that means you're pretty much getting your starter kit for free. So take a look. It starts July 1st. If you ever wanted to be a demonstrator, which is, you know, whether you just want to get the discount, solve your FOMO problem, or make a little cash, then definitely it's something to sign up for in July 1st. And I finally got my paper pumpkin kit, but I haven't opened it up. Bikes and Blooms. And the next one already is on its way, which is Hooray for Birthdays. And it's got fun folds, which I really like. So looking forward to that as well. And here we are. Global Design Project number 554. Let me take a sip of my coffee. It's a square card. Very simple and basic. Which is nice because then it lets you do whatever you want and opens up your time to use your imagination. And this week, we are going to be focusing on a bundle that is currently in the catalog. Let me see if I can find it. I tabbed it all here. And it is called the All Aflutter bundle on page 42. And as you can see here in the picture, it comes with a punch. Okay, I'm just trying to get it out. So this is the stamp set right here. And this is the punch. And the punch has 3 butterflies, or flutterbys, as I like to say. And then there's 2 very detailed stamps, along with a shadow stamp. So this is what we call 2-step stamping, where you stamp once and then stamp again. And then it comes with a bunch of little ones right here. Is it actually that small? Let me just double. Are they really connected? Oh yeah, they are. So they are all connected. Oh, I didn't do a backing on this one. And a few sentiments added to it as well. So we have fluttering by to say, hi, friend, you are so appreciated and thinking of you today. Okay. And today, for this, we're going to complement it with some 2-tone cardstock. And I know you all said you would like me to do a week of like some ways of how to use 2-tone cardstock. So we'll definitely look into that. And we're going to pair it with Bloom Boutique specialty paper. The Bloom Boutique specialty paper comes in all the in colors with gold in it. So I love it. And I've actually already consumed 1 pack, and I'm already on to my 2nd pack. So of designer series paper. Like I literally used up all my paper share plus this. So I'm on to my next pack. That's crazy, right? I don't know. So I love the patterns, and I'm going to use this pattern here. And the card we're going to create is this one here. So it's a 6x6. We're gonna make a couple changes because there's some things I don't like. And we're using the Words and Wishes die cuts. So that's, this is the actual bundle, Words and Wishes. And I've already done a week of this one. But what's great about this one is it comes with all these great little dies of words. So I chose to use thank you. And then this is like 25 dies, which I love. There's so much in here. This one's not really in a good spot, I don't think. So there's 25 dies. So you have the outline plus that. This does not come with stamps that actually stamp the words. Just an FYI. But it comes with so many great sentiments. Tons. I'm not a big fan of the cake, but the rest works for me. So, like, you can even go happy and then birthday and use that bigger one rather than using the big birthday. You know, and then you can use best and then use wishes. I mean, whatever you want. Thank and then you. I mean, and I like this sentiment. You put the yay in every day. So, and I think I've used this one multiple times too. I'm so lucky to have you as my friend. And to a friend we're celebrating. I hope your day is delightful. Like, there's so much in here. So we're going to use that. And I didn't pre-cut, so we're going to get going here. Oakley dokley smoky. What else do I have? Tab. Bloom Boutique. Oh, and oh yeah, there's just, I wanted to just show some, that the catalog has some inspiration for you, which we'll be creating on Wednesday. Okay, so that's that. So let's get started. So to make this card, we need, did I bring my paper trimmer? Yeah. We need a piece of a card base. So my card base is 6 by 12. And it uses white willow is what I did. And then I just scored it down the middle. So we're literally just taking this 6 by 12 and turning it into a 6 by 6. It looks like my score line is just slightly off. And we're just going to burnish that. Just want to make sure I'm good. Okay. And then, you know, my favorite two-tone cardstock. So I have a piece here of Peaceful Pine, because again, this is all the in colors, and I didn't cut it. So I'm going to cut this down. Let's make sure it is 6 inches wide. And I got it all bent there, but that's okay. So I'm 6 inches, and then I'm going to make sure I'm also 6 inches this way. 6 by 6, right? And then we're just going to cut it in half at 3. So we're 3 by 6. And then flip it. So instead of using 2 different colors, I'm using 1 color, 2 tones. And then now I have my 2 tones there, which then now become the front of my card. Oh, I'm going to leave this up. Okay, and then I have another base. So since this card is very green and I wanted to pull the colors out of this piece, so that's the back side. You could also switch to blues, but I just love how tight these flowers are together, and there's some crisp cantaloupe in there and barely blush. So I cut a piece of crisp cantaloupe. Oh, I need my big shot. My big emboss. Okay, I'll go get that in a sec. And this one is 4 1/8 because I only wanted a thin border. So you can see here, I just did a very thin border. So to not waste, you can pre-cut on here the thank you. So I already did that earlier because I had a big piece, and then I don't know why I didn't do that here. Because really, you're just going to save all that space. It's all going to get hidden. So I already have that. And then, so that means I need this piece to be 4 inches. So I'm going to trim this down to 4. And then I need it 4 by 4. Okay. There we go. So now I have a 4 by 4 piece. And if I die cut my thank you out of the middle, that would be fantastic. And then this one goes right on top. And now we need our butterflies. So I have a piece of Barely Blush here, and you can see I already started. So I took, oh, sorry. I just whacked the camera. Let me fix that. Sorry about that. You're a little drunk. Hang on. I'm so sorry. I hit that with the paper. This is what happens when you move locations. Okay. So sorry. I think we're okay now. Okay. Oh my. I know. Okay. I think we're good. So, like I said, let me put that there. there's these two details, and I feel like this one is very, very black, got tons of space in there, not much room to color or do a second shading. So what I did was I took the cardstock instead, which is barely blush, and we're going to ink that up. Now, originally I used black, and this time I want to see what Secret Sea looks like, because Secret Sea is kind of like the black between the black and what do you call it, and blue stage. It's like my new favorite version of black. And I wanted to see what it looked like, and we'll compare it and you'll be able to see it's a different color. So there we have it. So now we take our punch, and we're just going to line that up. Now I just want you to know, to make sure that you always know what your pattern is, because originally I put it on and then I was like, oh, I can't line it up because I put it on incorrectly. So kind of always make sure you know what your punch looks like from the back side, so then that way you can punch it properly. I never punch from the front because I can't see and I don't trust my stamping skills. Now you can also create a mask in order to do that, or a template, I should say, for your punches, and then you should always be correct, but I just don't do that. Okay, so there's my 3, and I need some more. Let's see if I can fit. And it looks like I can fit one more on there. So that's my 3. And I might be able to fit one more, so let's try it. It's gonna be tight, but it's doable. No wasting. No wasting of cardstock. Okay. And then I'm gonna line that up again. Ooh, I went slightly off, but we're still okay. Okay, and I'm just checking to make sure I'm good in all 3. So I look at my points here and then my tips, and that's how I know. And then we squeeze. It's a little tough sometimes. And then we get our butterflies. Okay, so now we have 6 butterflies, and it looks like this one got nicked just a bit. Oh, it's just fuzzies. It didn't get nicked. It's just fuzzies. So let me see. So sometimes you get like some fuzzies on your punch, and when that happens, just take a piece of tin foil, just like you would with your knives, and punch it into the tin foil a few times, and that sharpens your punch again. Okay, I just want to make sure we're good, because that one was really fuzzy. It gave fuzzy ends, and I'm just cleaning it up. You just take a nail file and do this, but my nail file is at my desk, and I'm not at my desk right now. Just want to make sure these ones are okay. This one needs a little bit of love on this side, but I think we should be okay. Oogly doogly, Smokey. Yeah, I don't like this edge. Maybe we'll tuck that one, but see if I can clean it up with my scissors. Just trying to clean this up a bit because it's so fuzzy. Okay. Precision scissors at its best. Oogly doogly. I think we're good. Okay, so we have our 2 pieces, and then we have our base, and then we have that, and then I'm going to need my emboss and cut machine, because I just realized that I didn't cut my words out. And where's my strip? I thought I had another strip here, and I guess I do not. Let me just double check over here. Give me a second. I thought I had more of a 2-tone, but I don't. So we'll just use regular. So I used crisp cantaloupe, and then I thought, oh, well, why don't I just keep using crisp cantaloupe? you know, so that way we can show it off more. But then when I did it, I just don't feel like the letters pop out very good, like the words. It's kind of like still blending in there pretty good. So I thought, okay, we're going to switch it and we're going to use green instead because it's not standing out. So I got more Peaceful Pine here. So this is our front. These are all our butterflies. We don't want to lose them. We've got our base and we've got, oh, I just threw something. So I'm going to just tuck these all in here for now because I don't have a lot of space where I'm sticking right now. And so just want to make sure we've got it all. And then I'm going to take this and my paper trimmer and I'm just going to cut 2 pieces that are 2 inches wide. One, I'm hoping this will fit, but it should. I think it should. It should fit our letters, our words, I should say, because they're not letters, they're actually words. Okay. So I wonder how many people are taking vacation this week, because you have the 1 day, so really you're only burning 4 days of vacation. So it's going to be a quiet week, I think, on media, but who knows? And now I'm going to grab, oops, these are fine. I'm going to grab my adhesive sheets because we're doing the words and they're very, very thin. So Stampin' Up! Sells adhesive sheets. It's 152334. I don't even know the numbers right anymore, but it's $18 and you get 12. So like, it's so huge. Like, you get so much. So now my piece is 2 inches wide. And so I'm going to pull out a full sheet because I don't have a scrap piece that's 2 inches by at least 4. And so this also has 2 lines in it so that it's easy to tear off your tape and you could just lay that there on top. So I'm going to cut 2 2-inch strips off of this again because these are 6 inches wide. So I'm just going to line this up in my paper trimmer and I'm going to go 2 inches because I need 2 of them. So what I'm doing here now is I'm going to make my words a little thicker, and I'm going to make them thicker by layering them together. Okay, so you can just do 1, but I like the thickness of 2 because it makes it really pop out on the shadow piece. Okay, so now I have this tab, see, that just comes off, and that is the cover. So then now I can stick this here. I'll take the middle one off too. It's super sticky, like really, really sticky, that it's so sticky it can come off your finger as well. So I'm gonna layer this here in the corner, like that. So now I have this little bit here still. So I'm just gonna add that and put it over top. And what you can do is just trim it. So we're gonna trim it right there, and then there's that 1/4 inch there. It's so tiny. Okay, so you see that? So let's trim that, because then what we're going to do, I'm just gonna trim it. And you can keep that little piece because you never know, especially if you're doing something small. So now that comes there. And then we're gonna layer this on top of our second piece. So I'm just gonna take off the backing now. Where's my cut line? Oh, there. And you can see how it just pulls apart. It's almost like, you know, melted cheese. And you see that gooiness? So I'm just going to do a little bit because it's so sticky. And once you lay that down, you can't take it off. And then I'm just going to pull, keep pulling, and now I have that. Okay. Whew, sticky. Okay, so now we're going to take the backing off again. Like we did. Doesn't matter which side you take off, by the way. It really doesn't. Either way, it's just double-sided, really sticky adhesive. I can't seem to get the backing off. We'll use the front then. Okay, so now I'm going to stick this on the back because this is going to be my back side. This is what's going to turn my words into a sticker. Okay, and take that. So this way I don't have to sit there and dab every letter in the word. Okay, and you could also just take your scissors instead of using whatever. Just cut it. Don't need to be anything fancy. Hi Christine, good morning. Thanks for joining. Okay, so now we have this fancy sticker that's double layered like that. And now we're gonna put our words. So we're using thank you. So we're gonna put that and this. Sometimes I do 3 layers. Just depends on my mood. And then I'm gonna bring in my big boss. So I'm just gonna lift the camera up. Oh, how is it? Is it nice and windy out? Because here the trees are moving pretty darn good. I had to close all the windows because it was getting too hot. The temperature here right now, oops, is like 18 degrees or 19 now when I last looked. So I'm like, oh, better close the window. Although it's very gloomy, right? Not a lot of sun. Okay, so we're going to add that in. There's my thank you. Everyone can see that. I'm just going to go this way so you can all see it. Very muggy. Oh, the mosquitoes out here are horrid. I said to my husband, I think we need to spray. And he's like, I'm feeling like we need to as well. We haven't sprayed in years. But this year, the mosquitoes are just terrible. And I've barely seen any dragonflies come our way. So that's another dilemma. Every year, there's always some plague of something. It rotates. Ladybugs, spiders, mosquitoes, wood ticks. Ladybugs, spiders, mosquitoes, wood ticks. Sorry, I went through that twice. Because I have my coffee, like literally my coffee mugs right here. So I didn't want to have it hit it. Sometimes, depending on your thickness, you want to go through 3 times. So let's just make sure it went through. Okay, I'm going to do it a 3rd time just to make sure. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention, so. No wind, really. Oy, that is going to make it a very muggy day, especially in the city, right? Because you have tall structures that are blocking any breeze from going through. So it makes it very difficult. Okay, did it go through? I don't think it went through all the way. Okay, I think it did. Okay, I'm going to put this back before I lose them. I'm just going to make sure. I just realized I'm using cardstock. And my first one, I used 2-tone. So it's thinner. So that's why I want to make sure. Yeah, it did go through. Okay, it did go through. I can see it poking through. So I'm just going to leave that. I always like to try. If it stays in place, it's fantastic. Especially if you have the letter I. Because that dot on the top is just so difficult to keep. So if it stays on there, you'll always have it. Now, the other option, obviously, is to hide it with an embellishment, and that always works. Okay, so I think we have everything, and now we can just assemble. So, I'm going to open this, and I'm just going to grab a new bottle of glue. I really shouldn't, but I feel like my glue is now done. And I don't want you to be annoyed at me trying to squeeze out every drop. So we're just going to use a new one. Okay, so we're going to open up. So I'm going to build my words first so that way I don't lose them. So I'm going to take this sticker out now. So it's going to be super sticky. Super sticky. And then there's that little piece in the middle there that I got to take out. Oh, I'll bring you down again. As soon as I get this piece out of the A, I'll drop you down so you're not so far away. There you go. I think that's good. Stop swaying. Okay. And then we're going to layer that right on top of our crisp cantaloupe. So it is flexible. So you can, you know, bend it as you like to make it fit where you want it to fit. And there's my word think. And that stands out way more than it did with the tone on tone. Okay, so I'm going to take out you, and then there's that little piece there that needs to go in the O, the center of the O. Just going to take that piece off. And look at that. You could keep this and reuse it if you'd like, because it's a block now. And I'm going to add this in like that. And there's our words, thank you. Perfect. I don't know why we're so crooked. It's really driving me nuts, but I can't really change that at this moment. The delay is so bad, it's hard to tell. Okay, so we have that. And then we need to glue our pieces together. So we have this one and this, which is that beautiful peaceful pine. So I'll stick that aside for now, with the gorgeous hydrangea hue in the background. And we don't have much for a gap. So we're going to lay this right on top with literally a 1/16 inch edge. And this is going to go like this. Now see how that pops compared to my sample? So we'll find my sample in a second. It's buried under all our pieces. Okay, so then we're going to take this and we're going to do our two-tone. So I think they did the dark on this side. So I'm just going to add adhesive all the way around because I know I'm covering the whole front. Okay. And then we're just going to lay this right on top, right to the edge, edge to edge. Okay. Yeah. Oops. Make sure I'm good. And then we're going to butt the lighter side of this two-tone cardstock right next to it. Okay. Like that. I think we're good. Slide that down a bit. Excellent, excellent. This edge looks like I've got a cut edge. Let me clean that up a bit. Okay. Oh, I'm so sticky. Okay, there we go. So I'll just show you. This is my original, right? And I did cantaloupe, crisp cantaloupe, tone on tone, and now look at the green. What a difference. Huge difference in my opinion. Okay, so we're gonna clean that up now and put that together. So we're gonna just add this here in the middle. So I'm just gonna grab my dimensionals. Now here I could use a full adhesive sheet. I don't have any. I realized I was out and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna use an adhesive sheet. And then I'm like, oh crap, holy, I don't have any. So something else to add to my list and for tomorrow, or sorry, for Wednesday, is adhesive sheets. Because it's then I can just put this big square right in the middle of adhesive, which is like dimensionals, and it would have been perfect. So I'm gonna add a big strip in the middle because it's a big square. This is 4 by 4, remember? So we're not doing this tiny piece. We're doing this big piece on a 6 by 6 card. So now you're going to say, wow, what are you going to do about an envelope? Well, you're just going to make one. So if you have an envelope maker, you can just take some old designer series paper that you no longer want and then turn it into an envelope. So this is, I'm trying to eyeball 2 inches on this each side. So then that way, roughly 2 inches. So then that way I know I'm centered. But you know, I'm using my eyeballs here, so I don't know if I'm really that centered. So make sure. Oh, it's sticking really good, and I didn't even push yet. I didn't even push it down. Okay. I think that's good. And then we'll get our thank you. And then I put these, I popped those up as well. So I'm just gonna grab my strip here. I'm just gonna run that right across the middle. Maybe I'll put a little one there. So I'll just grab this little piece. And this sheet is almost done. It's so refreshing when you empty a sheet and open a new one. I don't know, I think so. Okay. And then this one's gonna go here. And it doesn't matter where you put it, just wherever you feel comfortable. Okay, and then I'm gonna put this one here. Oh, look, it fit. Awesome. And now I'm gonna wear my bone folder and get my take your pick tool instead. Oh, I gotta clean my mat. It's so sticky. Too much glue everywhere. Okay, add that to my junk pile. And I'm gonna put thank you right about there. And now we're gonna add our butterflies. And so what I did here is I used Pop-Tarts as well as, so my dimensionals as well as my mini glue dots. So I'm gonna stick a mini glue dot, well here, I'll do my dimensionals first. So this allows the wings to stay popped up. So when you mail it, it's always gonna be, it won't flatten, put it that way. And then I'm gonna stick a mini glue dot right in the middle, whole new roll here. So we've got a little of movement that needs to happen. And I'll pop that in the middle and pick that up. And that'll help keep it flat. And then we'll take these tabs off so that our butterfly is always winged, like up. It's not flat on the card. Okay. And I'm going to stick one there in the corner. So now that mini glue dot pushes the center down while the dimensionals keeps the wings up. And then we're going to tuck one. So there's 3 different sizes, by the way. There's our 3 sizes. So I'm going to tuck a medium sized one, and then same thing. I'm going to put it on this side so that it stays up. But then I'm going to put the dimensional here because we're going to tuck that underneath. Slide this back quite a bit so I can use it. I just need one. And we're going to tuck that underneath our frame. Right about there. Okay. And then I added a couple more down here. So we'll take this medium. Maybe I'll take the big one. Did I use the other? Oh, this is the big one. So, okay, I'll save the big one for the inside. So we'll take our medium-sized one. And then same thing again. I'm going to put dimensionals. Now you could just do the top part if you want. Let's say you want, okay, I'll do that here. Let's say you just want the top part of the wings and then the bottom down. So then I'll just put that one in more in the middle there. And then take these 2. So then now it's going to look like it's, I'll put that here like this. So, oops, those didn't leave my finger. So now this looks like more, it's flat down here and then flying up on the top there instead. And then this one will go tuck in underneath there. So this one's going to take, I'm going to slide this way back. So this one's going to take a mini glue dot right about there in our top corner instead. And then I'm going to put dimensional there. So one there. And then another one here. Okay, and these guys come off. And then that goes in there. So you can see how much height and stuff this is actually getting. Okay. And then one more in the top corner. And I'll use a small one. And we'll save the big one for the inside. So then this one's going to tuck in there. Oh, I got fuzzies on this one. I didn't notice. So let me just clean up these fuzzies. I'll have to run my punch through some foil after to make sure it's good to go. Okay. And then same thing. I'm just going to add a mini glue dot here and then pop the other side. Oops. It's a flipping. It's flipping. Oops. There we go. And then I'm going to tuck it. Tuck it in. Make sure we're not off our page either. Off a little bit there. Come on. I guess I have adhesive. I put my dimensional too close to the edge. So now I'm having a hard time figuring out where to tuck it in there. Okay, there we go. Okay, so there's our front for now. So then we're just gonna go on the inside here. And then I'm gonna take my secret seed. And I'm gonna take the little butterfly flying path and just stick that here in the corner. And then we're using the sentiment, you are so appreciated. And then I'm gonna stick that right there in the center, like so. And then we're just gonna put this butterfly right here on the end. So I'm just gonna use a couple more mini glue dots because I just don't like using glue because it gets all over me. And then another one. And then stick that right on the tail there. Because we cut out 6, so we might as well use them all. Okay. And then that's it. We're done. So here's our global design project, right? So it was pretty much this, which is a square pattern. And there's, oh, I forgot to do my bling. We forgot to bling it up. So let's grab some of that. So instead of using the butterflies, because I have so many, I'm just using the in colors. And I used pink on the, so that, because we have all this pink. And then, so we could use pink again, or we could use any color, really. But yeah, I'll stick with pink then. So I'm going to add one right about there and up here. So that little cluster going. And then we have the 2 here, so maybe I'll just I'll add one up there, and then one here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're at 9. So that works. Okay. So now we have that. Did I do the same here? Oh, I did it. Oh, I did the same. Okay. And then there's that. So there's our card for today. So that mimics the global design project. So I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll be back again tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for another creation with the All Aflutter bundle. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day, and don't forget to like, share, or comment, and put your wish list together for July 1st. Have a great day. Happy stampin'.